But
one Killshot, I've had one interaction with that morbid. He came up on Stone's panel and started asking me about my breasts.
oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
I bet
yeah, yeah. He's that guy. Yeah, me
He's
and
that
he's
him.
that
guy.
guy.
Yeah, I've done several panels with him. I used to go up on his panel all the time, and we would make fun of everyone. And we used to make fun of when him and his boyfriend Blair got into a fight. We were making fun of each other, and I used to be a mod in Blair's chat.
Me too. Me
Yeah,
too.
and then he got mad. Blair got mad at me because I was actually sticking up for him over in Morbids, and then he took my mod away. So I started making fun of him, talking shit, and we kind of went back and forth a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
But
don't. I have moved away from the glare, but I don't mind him as that much. I don't think he's certainly not one on my list of bad ones. You know, there's plenty of the bad ones. He's not one of them. Another one that calls out bullshit is nonsense. She's pretty good at it as well. I don't know. Have you ever seen? Do you watch her at all?
me,
Yeah. Have
you'll
you?
you'll see her in one of you'll see her in my thumbnail from a couple weeks ago.
Oh, really? Did you call her out?
No, 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 no. I didn't call her out. I added her into the drama queens that are in true crime.
Oh
There's like a
yeah.
there's like seven of them that all like just sit there and go after each other the whole time,
Yeah.
and like they'll cover a little bit of the cases and whatnot, and then all of a sudden they're pulling up allegedly with Brittany J's panel, or they're pulling up Bullhorn Betty's panel, or they're pulling up Granny Watch's panel, or they're pulling up this,
But that's
and it's
what
like
the yeah, but that's what they're doing is they're pulling up the ones that they think are problematic, and so that's what they go over. So
right,
I
and
understand
so
why they pull them
I
up. Yeah.
I didn't call her. No, I didn't call her out for like being a bad true crime channel or nothing, because she's not a true crime channel. She
No,
actually
not at all.
considers herself a call out channel. Like that's what she
Yeah.
does.
She's a
I was
review
putting her
channel.
I put her in the group of the drama queens. That's all that I put her in
Yeah.
the group of, because
Yeah,
she's right. She's in that group of drama queens.
yeah, she is, and I think she came from Katie Joy as well. But you know, she went hard against Molly, I suppose, and she's never, or I don't watch her very often, but I think I'm
Yeah,
a
I have no
member over
issues with
there. But
her. Yeah, I
every
don't
time
have
I
Been
any
do
issues.
go
watching.
in
She kept
there,
putting her feet
it's
when she was
pretty
doing the
good.
whole little Molly call out and shit. She kept
Oh
putting her
yeah, that's
feet on the fucking channel. I'm like, she kept putting her feet
like
in the screen. I'm like, what the fuck?
Who,
What was
Molly?
that? Yeah,
no,
no
nonsense.
nonsense,
Yeah, she
nonsense.
kept putting her.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was like, what the
really?
fuck?
Oh,
Yeah, I just got like
I
weirded
don't
out
know,
by that.
man.
I'm like, I'm out of here, Jack.
Yeah, I was like, put those on Feet Finder.
Oh
Don't
God.
put them on
Okay,
YouTube.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about for sure. That shit was weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I,
I
I
don't
I don't
know.
mind her. I don't mind
Mm-mm.
her. I don't mind Granny's watching. I don't mind Burnt Toast. But again,
Yeah,
I don't go to
Toasty's one
these
of
channels
my
for true
friends.
crime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm friends with Toasty, but I don't watch Granny's watching or anything. But I've heard her. She actually sounds very similar to somebody that comes. Doesn't she come on here, Mel? Granny's watching or Granny something, and she sounds just like I've heard her on Queens. I think over there at
Yeah,
Queens.
Granny's watching's been on Queens. I know that. But
Yeah, yeah,
sorry if
yeah,
you guys hear the vehicles.
yeah. I've been around a long time, so
I
I know.
haven't. I only been around a couple years.
Have you?
I
You
came
sound
in during the
familiar
Kylie
though.
Rodney case.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Kylie Rodney, that was, I mean, that was crazy, and I just couldn't believe it. I kept watching, and I kept watching Ryan Upchurch, and I was thinking, like, is anybody watching this? Because I couldn't find anybody that was talking about it. I was thinking, like, what in the hell is going on? I mean, you can probably go back on my Twitter and see, like, I was like, what the hell is going on here? It made me lose my mind, and then everybody started talking about it. So but I think like he had come in the glares or whatever, and that's that was like the first like one of the first ones that he had gone into, and so it grew from there. He was going into everybody's and then leaving big super chats. I
I was
remember
just
that.
about to say though. Yeah, he was going into. Everybody was wanting him to come in their chat so he could get a $500 super chat.
$500, yep. And yeah, and even like the like some I don't know, he left 1,000 just to that one like guy that was hoping to do a documentary. I forget his name.
Oh
Like he
yeah,
can't remember I'm talking about? The
yeah.
one that yeah, I think
You
he was.
backed Jeff, or
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I called him out. I've talked shit about a lot of people, so that's why I say is I don't know. My channel is it's more of a call out channel for the most part, but
Yeah.
I don't really hold back from anybody though. I don't really have any. It's pretty much just one of those things that if you're acting like an idiot, I'm gonna say you're acting like an idiot. I mean, and if you're
Yeah.
doing
I
foolish
really
things
love.
like Brittany J and them, I'm gonna call you out on
Yes.
that.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
one of the things
Mhm.
though that I don't think everybody's understanding on YouTube. It's big in the Twitch world as well. I mean, I watch a lot of Twitch too, obviously.
Oh, yeah. That's
But
I don't
over,
go over in Twitch very often, so I don't
well,
know what goes on over there.
what they do is they they sub pad. Uh, so what they'll do is they'll actually go in and they'll not buy subscribers, not buy views or anything like that. They'll actually go in and buy live viewership. So when they go live, you'll all of a sudden see that there's 60, 70,000 people that are in their live stream. But
What the
really,
hell?
40 or 50,000 of those are view bots.
Yep.
Oh,
And you
yeah.
can
So,
watch the numbers drop. They drop like
yep. And
significantly.
you'll see a lot of these YouTube true crime creators doing the same thing. You know, you'll see their numbers all of a sudden. There'll be one day where you'll watch them and they have like 200 people in their chat, and then the next few days they have 7, 8, 9, 1,000 people in their chat. And I'm
Mhm.
not saying all of them. I'm not saying all of them at all, but you can see when they do it, because even in their viewerships, you'll see that their viewership will all of a sudden spike. And what that does is it throws their content back into the algorithm,
Yeah.
because when your viewership spikes, that tells the algorithm, okay, a lot of people are wanting to watch this. And that's why it's a view bot, is because it's not actually a subscriber or an account or anything like that. That's a physical thing. It's just a bot that's going in there and showing itself, I guess. I don't know how to correctly put that because I'm not that tech savvy, but
Mhm.
that a lot of these YouTubers are doing it as well. You'll go through Bullhorn Betty's, you can go through Dolly Vision, you'll see where they only have 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
6,000 views, and then all of a sudden the next 5 or 10 live streams they have 20,000 views, 30,000 views, and then all of a sudden it drops back off again.
And then
Yeah.
you
That's what
can
they're
watch.
doing.
You can watch when they go live too, because you watch on the top, on the the little top number where it says who's viewing, and you
Mhm.
could watch that too. Because if it's a high number, if you just watch it periodically, it'll drop significantly, like 20, 30 at a time, and then it'll drop almost down to zero, and that's how you know it's bots too.
Yep.
Well, you can tell by the engagement how many people are there, like how many subscribers
Sure,
they
I
have
didn't know
versus
you
their
could do that on
engagement.
YouTube. Not that I'm planning on doing it, but
Oh, of
can't YouTube
course.
tell that there's
Yes.
going that they're bots? Couldn't they tell the
Not
regular?
Yeah, they can, and they will get shut down at some point. Like Grace Thorpe, when somebody bought her subscribers, and we were watching it happen. While she was on a live stream, she like literally they when they buy them, they were buying like they were added 500 at a time. So she would just be like, and she was all excited, like, oh my god, and then just 500 more, and then another 500, and so their increments. I don't know why the people don't when they at least be smart enough to buy them in small amounts, but instead they never do. They buy them in these enormous enormous amounts. I don't know if that's just how it works. I don't know
I
how
don't know.
that works.
I
Yeah.
haven't got a
uh,
clue. But Kilsha, what were
well,
you saying?
the way that the way that works is, you're talking about buying subscribers and buying views and stuff like that, and that there, because I did a whole thing on my life about a year ago about all this, because I did a whole study on all of it. When you buy the subscribers and all that other stuff, YouTube can track down the accounts to the countries that they're coming from. So if they all of a sudden see 500 subscribers from, let's say, Thailand, right? And nothing that you have to do has anything to do with any of that type of demographic. That's how the algorithm can catch on to that kind of stuff. What I'm talking about is just view bots. these are actual programs that are programmed to go in and just be in the chat. So it's like kind of being a lurker. So the algorithm can't pick up on that because it's a constant flow of action. The algorithm isn't going to pick up on that. It'll pick up on the fact that, like what you're talking about, the buying of the subscribers and all this other stuff. But because it's a live stream, and at that time, that account your live streams are being watched for like your triggering words or triggering actions and stuff like that. But you can, even in your chats and stuff, you can see a lot of the times you can type whatever the hell you want in your chats, and your stuff's not going to get shut down. It's a lot of the time whatever the action is happening on screen. So when it comes to the view bots,
it's almost like having a whole bunch of night bots in there. It's exactly. Almost like how Nightbot is a bot, but it's almost it's almost like that. Similar to that.
Exactly. And one of the ways that you can catch on to it as well is if you're on a computer, you can go up into the where the chat's at, and there's a drop down bar that will show you participants, and you can see everyone that is. It'll give you a whole list of every single person that's in that chat chatting at that time. So if you go into that participant, everybody can do it right now. If you're on a computer, it's right at the top. I think it's right by your top chat or whatever. There's 3 little buttons. I'm usually on my phone. I'm not on my computer right now. But it's a drop down, and you can see participants, and then everybody that's talking in the chat, their name will show up on a whole entire list there. And you can tell if there's only 15 people on that list, that means there's 15 people talking. And when you look and there's 1,000 people in their chat, that kind of tells you something there as well. You know, I mean, if you have 1,000 people listening to you, but you only have 15 people talking, the numbers there are just not right.
Yeah, the engagement is off, and you can look at that, and you can look at that on your playboard as well.
Yeah.
I could send you. I actually screen recorded somebody that was doing a short live one morning, and I could send it to your email just so you can see a visual of kind of how that drops, how it spikes and drops. Because we screen recorded, and I was like, oh, look, and I actually saw it in action. I was like, oh my god, that's how it works, you know?
Yeah,
and
I saw
see how
it
the
like
numbers
that
drop, just so you have a visual of what it looks like.
Well, in YouTube, you know, it has a lot of different little tricks and quirks to it, you know, like if you look at my channel, I got 8,000 subscribers, right? But I don't have nearly that much engagement whatsoever. The majority of my subscribers came from shorts, right? I was dropping shorts like crazy, and what it is it's a natural human error when you're you're swiping up through the shorts. Typically where you touch on the screen to slide up is the subscribe button. So when you go to flick to the next one, you accidentally subscribe to that individual. And I don't know how many people go back and look at who they're subscribed to or who they're not subscribed to. But a lot of the times these people all of a sudden will be subscribed to, let's say, 30 different channels that they like to watch, but then they didn't notice that you're the 31st channel that they accidentally added, right? So now they don't go back through and unsubscribe from you. So that's kind of a little trick of the trade to gain subs on YouTube as well. And I proved that. I had pulled up my analytics. One of my shorts that I have has like 1.7 million views. And I gained almost 1,000 subscribers off of that one short.
Yeah, the shorts and the horizontal view, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the shorts are a good way to get your view hours too. If you pump out a whole bunch of shorts too.
Right. I had a load of subs from the shorts as well, but they don't watch my lives. So it's weird sometimes how, like Killshot was saying, you'll get subs from your shorts, but they won't watch your lives. So
a lot of the times too, what I realize is that your videos are on their own algorithm. The live streams are on their own algorithm, and the shorts are on their own algorithm. It's not one full algorithm because, like, for example, like if you go over and look at the Lower Lodge, I don't know if any of you guys watch that channel. They're missing persons, true crime, kind of like 411. if you look at their videos, they're getting 150,000 to 500,000 views. But if you go to their live streams, they're only getting 20,000 views, 15,000 views, 6,000 views. It's because that live streaming content isn't getting pushed out as much as what their video content is getting pushed out. So like a lot of it, like with live streams especially, is when it comes up into your news feed.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of shorts, but I remember I made one that just basically says, "Please like and subscribe." I was just messing with it, and I have the most views than I have on any of my videos or anything on my channel. And I was tripping out. I was like, "Oh my god, that's so weird," because it's not even anything like it's not anything. It just says it's just like a quick couple seconds, and I've gotten the most views on that one short.
Probably because people
by
like
accident.
wondered what it was and kept playing it back.
Christy and Wiccan, I've got a message for you in the back, please.
Okay. Oh no.
Another one.
Oh man.
Great.
Wait, is that dude that farted on panel earlier?
Don't say nothing out loud.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. It's alright.
I missed that.
Yeah, just got news.
So
Blind, what's up? What's up, Blind? What's up, bro? How you doing? We haven't heard nothing from Blind. What's going
I
on?
know
with you,
Blind's
bro?
the quietest he's ever been in his
Yeah,
life.
Blind, you've never been this quiet.
What's up with
I
you,
know.
Blind?
You're
Come
on mute.
on.
He's muted.
Shots here,
Are
that's
you
why.
worried they're going to find that body blind?
He's muted.
He's not
You're on
mute.
mute, Blind. You're on mute.
He's not, guys.
I can see him talking, but can't hear him.
Oh, maybe it's. Yeah, I know he's
drop down,
issues.
drop down, and then come back, bro. I think something's up with your mic.
No, because Killshot and Blind were like the tag team, the both of them. That's how I met them together. And they did some great work together. They really did. And they've had some pretty insane panels, which I've watched. I don't know, guys. I as you can tell, I'm fidgeting. My back's playing up, and it's going all the way down to my legs.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I have.
All right, I'm gonna
I
jump
have to
down
go to
too, but
work.
now I'll send you that in your email just so you can. You'll be like, oh, okay, and you'll understand completely how those views come up and drop real quick.
Yeah, I didn't even know about the viewers. I know that some people have bought their subs. There's one particular creator I have in mind who I know for a fact purchased mini subs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have somebody who recorded a long time ago, so it's in my archive. So I'll send it to your email just so you can be like, you're gonna be like, oh.
But I didn't even know you could buy views. I was like, huh, that's a thing.
Yeah, you sure can.
Yeah, he actually flipped out because he was driving in his car, and then I started noticing. I was like, those numbers are dropping significantly, and I just
I was thinking about the same creator, Infamous.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think you know this creator, but he's obnoxious.
JLR bought a lot of subs.
Yeah, so and then he was talking. He's like, everybody hit that like button, and he started to notice they were dropping, and it dropped down to like 4. And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll see you guys later." And he
bye.
I bet that's hilarious.
What were you saying?
It was hilarious.
You bought bots.
No, I was just telling Kev, good job on calling you out earlier.
Kev, response.
Calling who out?
Calling Mel out on staring at her phone and smiling like a little schoolgirl.
Oh, okay. We sure did.
Pay attention to the details, you know.
Yeah, he does.
Just move on, please.
Yeah. Nothing to see here. Move on.
Nothing to see here. Look over there.
Yeah.
Mel, why are you blushing?
Just the tip.
I'm blushing.
Look at the butterflies over there.
I'm not blushing.
No?
No. I forgot off Killshot.
I got to mess with you.
Yeah,
What
you
happened
always
is-
get to- Where did Blind go? Just the tip.
Just the tip. I just said just the tip. You didn't hear me. You just read Resto.
Get her resto.
Just the tip.
And did Resto give you that news, Mel?
No, I didn't get no news. Oh
No,
God,
the
is it?
news
Is it?
that you put in the back chat.
No, somebody else did.
Oh, okay.
Somebody I trust very much.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
I just got the
Yo.
news, and I was like, great. And apparently, this person digs into personal lives.
Yeah.
Can you
So,
Oh, I can hear you.
Awesome, man. I got a microphone, and I've been trying to hook it up, and I fucked it up. So like, I don't have no microphone on my computer right now. So I gotta fix it later on.
oh, I thought it's because you put your shades on, and all of a sudden we can hear you.
No, I'm on my phone now.
Blind, I'm going to
I'm
have
on
some
my
more
phone
content for you soon, darling. But well
now.
done for reviewing that live. Well done, you. I want to say thank you.
Oh yeah, of course. Shoot, man, that was easy work. That dude was a fucking complete simpleton. Like he was a hypocrite from hell.
Yeah.
That's what me and Killshot used to do. We would find out like who was doing shitty true crime content, man, and I would go ham on them. I would make all kinds of funny content about them.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't do it no more. It's pointless, and I seen the way that people get victimized by true crime content, and I don't like it at all. Like that, it was a part of running me off of YouTube. I just don't like it.
Uh, well, blind. I know that you and Killshot have done some, exceptional work on calling people out. Do I think that these people will ever stop? No. This is what they're about. This is how they run. But it's good that, like, the community that I used to be in. I remember the creator used to always say to me, Mel, don't go here. Mel, don't watch that person. Mel, that person's bad. Mel, don't go anywhere near that channel. Mel. And because I was new to YouTube, I was like, oh God, they must be so bad. And he'd tell me this person's this and that person's that. But so learning from my experience, it's important, guys, that you don't put your blinkers on. I mean, obviously, I started noticing some really shitty behavior, and that's when I did stop branching out and looking. And that's when you learn. Oh, hang on a minute, this person's called this person out, and they've got the receipts. So it's really important to people who are in those communities, unless they're doing it for entertainment, they're watching because they really like their creator and they don't give a shit about the bullshit. That's different. You can't sway those people. But decent people, you can, make aware this creator that you're supporting is A, B, and C, right? Blind?
Well, I think there's like a fundamental difference between us and them that they have no idea it exists. Like we those of us that create content or have created content, like there's the dynamic the we understand going into any interaction online like this, like YouTube and stuff, that the regular just like content consumer doesn't have any idea. Like so they're completely caught off guards by some of the tactics and tricks that people use to win their favor.
So that again, sweetie, I missed that last bit.
I said, so like they're completely caught off guard when people use like, okay, for instance, like as a content creator, like you understand that like that people are constantly coming and going from your stream, and you know not to become too like connect like too fucking close to them because they're just your watchers. Like it gets at a point you realize that, and then you realize you can't be best friends with everybody that comes and watches your streams. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
I
Well,
get it.
somebody who's never made content doesn't understand that at all, and they go into every stream with this like naivete of uh, look, new friends. and a lot of times that can be exploited by the person that does understand the dynamic. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Like I said, I was told not to go A, B, and C. I never went to any other channels because I believed my content creator at the time that these people must be bad. But then when I eventually did look away and looked at the cover, I was like, oh shit, it's the other way around. I've had my blinkers on.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. And until you know, you don't know. Like it sucks because like all the people that don't understand it, like they're just like sitting ducks for being victimized. Like everybody's feelings are gonna get hurt, and everybody's gonna have like emotional scarring and shit from YouTube, in my opinion.
And I had some emotional scarring to an extent because you know what happened with that community. I tried to do the right thing, and it shot me in the face, basically. And so I learned that next time, instead of trying to do the right thing, I'm just going to shut the fuck up.
Exactly. Yeah. I think a lot of us had to learn that lesson.
Mm-hmm. You know, when you're trying to point something out and you think you're doing the right thing by saying this, I'm trying to point out somebody's bad behavior, and then 1,000 people come after you. That's what happened, and it was like, oh shit. And this is what happens with these creators. They're like echo chambers, aren't they? It's like they believe the majority, because the ones that realize don't stay in any of these type of communities. When people open their eyes up and they see, they tend to run a mile. But otherwise, it's like an echo chamber, and everybody stops doing that gang mentality where they're like, oh, yeah, anybody speaks badly about our creator, we're going to go in hard. And that happens. It happens all the time. We see it all the time.
Well, it's gang mentality, but it's also kind of almost like a messiah complex type thing because
Right.
people don't care if somebody did something that was wrong because they're literally only invested in watching them. Like they don't care if that person did something that was wrong. They're like, I like them. Like, who cares? And then they just continue, or else they attack you for bringing it up and trying to bring that person problems. And these are
Right.
all things that you can exploit as a person who from the creators, and I've seen it. I've seen it so much.
I'm sure a lot of us have seen it happening. And you know, and these groups of, a lot of the time, and I'm not saying it's not necessarily exclusive to, but a lot of the time, like I said, it's these older women who Killshot said, you know, who are more vulnerable, or people who are at home for physical reasons, can't get out much. You know, they're completely manipulated, because I don't believe that these channels are full of bad people. I really don't. I think there are good people in these channels, in the chats, that just have you know, the creator puts some blinkers on them, and they're easily persuaded by like a group gang stalking thing where they're easily taken, you know, they can ride on that wave, right, Blind?
Yeah, well, I mean that's a part of it for sure. Because even we can, like everybody has that, right? That hop on the bandwagon just because it feels good at the moment. Like I know I do, and I'll correct myself if I like. I'm not saying that I do to the extent where I would act on it, but I mean it feels good to be a part of the group every now and then, even if you're doing something you don't really agree with, you know.
I
But
remember, go ahead, Blind, sorry.
these people don't stop themselves like when it gets to the point of action or being wrong. Like I think that we're seeing something like if there's, I wish there was like a modern time philosopher that was like a Sigmund Freud or something for this day and age, because we're
Right.
seeing, right, we're seeing things in society that we will never see again and that we don't understand. And I think that we're starting to realize that there aren't as many good people as we thought. And it takes a lot of hard work to be a good person whenever you're in walking around in like a fucking zoo of people who would have no ethics or morals.
Well, I don't know. I'm not. I'm not convinced that these chats are full of people like that. I think people just get swept up. They get swept up in the moment, and they don't realize that when they behave like that, they're acting like assholes. But I don't think it's because they're bad people. Where did Crispy go?
But what if you say that even if, okay, like let's say any given chat, you say they're not full of people like that, but wouldn't you agree that every one of them has the capacity to be like that, whether it's in another chat or on another day? Like it's almost like completely obsolete to find somebody that truly doesn't engage in the bullshit. Like it's almost kind of just like what YouTube is at this point. That's why I'm not around a lot. I do a lot of things in life now once I realized like I was wasting so much of my energy with toxic shit.
But like Killshot said, it's quite easy to get sucked in, right?
Yes, most definitely. It's alluring, man. It's like it's all the feelings that are rare in life, because it's not often that somebody makes me feel good or wanted or appreciated on a daily basis. In reality, I mean, like that's just the truth, and you can come get that online like that. I mean, in the blink of an eye, just from telling a joke or being what somebody is in the mood to see, and uh, it's watering down people's integrity for sure is one thing, but I mean, I don't really know.
I mean, I do, and I've said this often on my lives, right? I do believe that sometimes people forget how to live their own lives and get sucked into YouTube and kind of like live their lives through YouTube. And it's like I always promote, guys, have time off. When I'm not streaming, I'm not on YouTube. I occasionally will pop into my channel friends' channels to say hello, press the like button, support them. But it's like there needs to be a healthy balance. It's unhealthy to be on YouTube every single day, every single night, and to get sucked in to the YouTube drama. Like, take time out, live your lives.
Yes. Yeah. And you know what's scary is, and like Killshot was talking about the shorts, the way that Killshot found that out was, well, I'm the one that actually found it out. Like I started breaking down the algorithms and how they worked and what they did and stuff, not on a technical level, just like making patterns and identifying what I could with them. And what do you call it? That's where the whole AI thing had come up, because what was the last thing you said? I'm sorry, I completely lost the point, but it was related to the last thing you said
about living your life and taking time out of YouTube, because being on YouTube every single day and getting sucked out the drama is not healthy.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, because I realized, and I challenge anyone hearing this to do this, to stop and actually take a calculator or even just a pen and paper and write down the hours that your eyes are turned in the direction of YouTube throughout the day. And the thing is that the advertising, because the AI is so involved in the YouTube uh, space, it's creating content that is specifically geared to keep us locked in, because retention is the number one rewarded part of content. Viewer retention. This is why it's so hard to put your phone down and actually like turn away and go make something to eat, or actually like have a conversation with somebody, because gotten so good. I mean, they've almost fucking perfected the art of retention on a viewer, and people are stuck. Like, when I took account for it, it was a while back. Like, it was a good little while back. But I was on YouTube probably like 18 hours a day.
Wow, this is what I'm talking about. Exactly that. And it's so easily done. And people have got to realize, go take a walk somewhere, go and walk your dog, go to the store, go and visit a relative, go and visit a friend.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
it's so unhealthy for your mental health to be sucked into YouTube every single day of the week and to get
For
a
me, though, a real positive thing was seeking out people to have in-person conversations with. Like, that was what helped me to step away from it, because I was like consumed with it, and I didn't even really have a purpose with it, or wasn't really doing anything. I just was always watching. But yeah, the real life conversations helped me a lot. It helped me to separate myself, like to distinguish the worlds.
it's I always say do a healthy balance, because like for me YouTube is a pastime, right? It's a hobby. I love interacting with my chat. I love interacting with my panelists. I don't do it for the money. It's not my job. It's something that I like doing recreationally, but at the same time I have a healthy balance of, I go to work, I go and see my family, I go walk my dog. There has to be, and I do very long streams. Sometimes I'm on for like 12 hours. And I tell you what, when I've done a stream that long, it takes me 2 days to recover. No word of a lie. Just because it's, whether you're in chat, whether you're in panel, whether you're just observing, it consumes you. It just sucks you in. So
Yeah.
it's really, yeah, Mel is already rich. I'm not rich.
We can only but wish in the UK to be rich. I'm not kidding. Did it? Nuh-uh.
No clue. It's
If
because
y'all
I've got a
had to be
job.
honest,
I
if you
work.
guys
I
were,
have a job. What was that?
oh yeah, and that's a saving grace right there. But if you guys had to be honest and give like an amount of hours that you guys are on YouTube, what would y'all say y'all are at this? If you want to say, I mean, y'all don't have to say.
What do you mean? Say that again.
Like, how many hours a day you watch YouTube?
Well, when I'm not on when I'm streaming, I don't watch YouTube. I just concentrate on my stream. When I'm not streaming, I might, like, I don't know, I might be driving and I might watch a clip it here and there, or I might, I just pop in for literally a few minutes, and it's only to support my channel friends, to say hi, press the like, and then I'm straight out again, because it has to be healthy. There has to be a healthy balance.
Yeah,
I've known people that have tried to self-delete because of stuff that's happened on YouTube.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know and that broke my heart, because I just thought, wow, this person not allowed, but this stuff that's going on YouTube has affected this person's mental health so bad that it's got to that stage. Now people will go, oh, just fucking log off, just log off. If you are part of a community, and a lot of people don't always necessarily have a family, or maybe at home because of disabilities, whatever the reason is, YouTube can be like a community that you're part of, which will give you that sense of belonging. We all have a sense of belonging somewhere, right? But there has to be a healthy balance.
Yeah.
There has to be. Otherwise, you get to situations like the people I've known who have tried self-deleting because of people being mean on YouTube. I mean, I've had people being mean about me. They've lied, they've slandered, they've fucking brought my child into it, which my child has never been on my YouTube ever. And if I allowed that stuff to affect me as much as they want it to affect me, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't. So, you're going to get trolls online, you know, especially if they want something that you have, whatever it might be, whether it might be, you know,
Or
whatever it
just
might
want
be.
to take it from you. Like
No,
they don't even have to want
people
it. They
that
just
just
don't
want to
want
fuck
you to
with you
have
for
it.
no reason whatsoever, Brian. You know that you've been through it.
Yeah. Sometimes they just don't want you to have what you have. They don't want you to have the community you have or the numbers you have. And it's so trivial. That's the reason why I just backed all the way off of it, because I was already at that point where, because it's like, when do you realize that you're uh in a space that is beyond what's healthy? Like, a lot of times you don't realize until you've been there for a long time, you know?
Mm.
And that's what worries me with a lot of people. That's the only reason why like, I tell all my friends in life, like, don't spend too much time on YouTube, man. That stuff, it rots your brain. Like, and it really
Right.
does. I feel like it does.
No, it does, because sometimes you think, well, no, this person's lying about me, so I want to respond. But then what happens then? As soon as you respond, it gets into that game, because that's what they want. They want the back and forth. They want the engagement. They want you to put the fuel over the fire. That's why I was telling that young man who has disabilities the other day to, you know, and he was saying how he'd been, no, Ruck, you're good. You know, he'd been bullied so much because of his disability and stuff. And I said, don't feed them. That's what they're waiting. As soon as you give them that tiny little bit of engagement, that's it.
Yeah.
Back and forth, and you get even deeper, and the lies get bigger. Because if somebody's trying to press your buttons and you're not reacting, what they're going to do? The lies are going to get bigger. The lies are going to get worse.
Yep.
Get you to react. So with trolls, you're always going to get trolls. You are, especially like you know, like Blind said, if your numbers are growing, if your engagement is growing, and they look at that and, you know, and they go, well, why has Mel got this kind of engagement? Why is Mel this, that, and the other, or whatever, you know, whoever it might be. And it's pathetic that people are that ignorant and childish, but they are.
They are. And they, like, and this is what is, so this is why I stream on a it's a little, like, I guess you could call it like a mom and pop type platform. I don't think it's everywhere in the world, and they pay me. I only do 2 hours a day, but I get to have all the fun and just be completely myself, and just be silly and stuff on there. But here on YouTube, it's a whole different environment, man. It made me want to. Well, I at first, like, I was liking the success, and I hit 1,000 viewers quick and had tons of opportunities and stuff. And then I lost my channel, and that's when it all occurred to me what was going on. Like, that I was putting myself through an emotional roller coaster and whatnot. Like, I was damaging myself emotionally.
Right, that's what I'm saying, Blind. Exactly that. That's what their plan is. That's why when you don't react, their lies get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, because they want you to react. They want to, you know, and that's what they want. They want the back and forth, because, oh, look, get some clicks and views. Oh yeah, but it's just the most stupidest fucking game, you know.
Well, look, that's what I think. That guy Bullet, I think that's what that looked like to me. To me,
I
that looked
don't
like
know. I was,
him, like targeting two successful YouTubers, like, that he could access, and then, like, getting rapport with them, and then, like, just like turning on them to have drama, to put their name in his titles and stuff. I mean, it looked orchestrated to me, but I don't know. People do that though.
that surprised me. I'm not going to lie. That was a surprise. That was a bit of a, hey, Vids, my love. How are you, sweetheart? They want to be Mel's pearls. I don't know about that, right? But I think, like I said, like, that surprised me. That situation, that was unexpected. But I guess it is what it is. And there's another one coming soon, probably very similar to what happened there with
Oh yeah.
yeah, there's another one coming. And it's like, what that makes me laugh is, like, I tell everybody, when you're on this panel, my panel, I can talk about my panel, right? We can go back and forth, and we will disagree on a lot of things. Don't take it personally. The next day we come back and it's all forgotten. It was just a discussion. But some people do take it personally. It's hot and beautiful. Thanks, bitch. Some people do take it personally, and it's ridiculous, because when we're having discussions, we're not all going to agree. We're different people from different parts of the world, with different opinions. It's not really that much of a big deal. How many times have people disagreed with me on the panel? Have I taken it seriously and gone, oh, I'm never going to talk to you again, I'm going to make this about you, I'm going to make that?
Boring would that be? Like, how boring would it be if you just sit here and had people agreeing with you all day? Like, you would never learn anything. You would never challenge yourself to, like, look at it differently. I don't know. That's wild that people, they attach too much of their identity to these simple, silly ideas. And then they feel personally offended whenever you have an argument against it.
Like I said, it's discussions. We're never, like, I have a chat show. That's why it's called Mel Pandora, the chat show, where we chat. We go back and forth with ideas, subjects, whatever it might be, and we're not all going to agree. I mean, I've had a massive argument on this panel with Flo. Me and Flo really disagree with something. Did I turn around and go, I hate you, I'm never going to watch you again? No. It's like, no, I didn't. Me and Flo disagreed about something. And he was, he came across a little bit aggressive, but I understood that he was passionate about it, and we moved on. We moved on. It's no big deal.
That's the thing. Like, I'm passionate too, so I get real animated and loud, and I even like say things that might be taken offensively, but I feel the same exact way that you just said. Like, to me, it's a discussion. It's a exploration of thought. It's not anything that I have to feel. I don't own any of the ideas, so I don't have to be offended whenever somebody defeats an argument or something. Like, people are just too fragile, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, there's some very fragile personalities, and if I was to take everything seriously, then I wouldn't probably have a channel, because at the end of the day, like I said, we can disagree and then just move on. It's just a disagreement, and some people just don't see it like that. Some people see it as being a personal attack, and it's absolutely not a personal attack. That's what we do here, guys. We chat. That's
Right.
what this. Right, Wiccan, what do you think about the situation?
I agree with everything you just said. It's never a personal attack.
No, and it certainly ain't orchestrated like I was accused
Right.
of doing. We're all, uh, especially on this channel. Sometimes we have some male egos that clash with each other on panel.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And it's okay to clash with each other. You don't have to be besties or friends if you're on the same panel, but it's not a he's right, he's wrong, he's right, he's wrong. It's about, again, like I would say, a difference of opinion. And one of my favorite sayings from Uncle Fatty is manage your expectations.
Right. And everybody's opinions are valued here.
Right. That's why I was surprised what happened, because I thoroughly enjoyed having him on panel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really thoroughly enjoyed his company on my panel. So the fact that he took a conversation where people disagreed with what he was saying so personal as to attack me and my channel, that shocked me. I was like, okay then.
It was
Yeah.
shocking. It was out of nowhere. Shoot.
What was that, Blind? Say that again.
I said it was out of nowhere. Like I
It was
wasn't
out of nowhere,
expecting.
yeah.
It seemed like he loved being here and everything. I mean, and I didn't like him, but I had an appreciation for his point of view. It was a different one, so it would make me think, you know.
Oh, hello, Mr. Potato Head, my little potato head. We've not seen you. We've not seen you forever. Yes, the first time that Resto came in on my panel, he was fighting with somebody. Did I hold it against Resto? No, I absolutely love Resto. I consider him like a son figure. I adore him.
She just put him on
So,
tape instead.
hmm?
You just put him on the naughty step instead.
I didn't put him on the naughty step. He puts me on the naughty step. He's like, Mel. Yeah.
I consider Resto like my son.
No, I do look at him as a son. I absolutely adore him. He knows that. We've grown very close over the last couple of months, and I think he's an incredible human being. I really do, and he knows that. I call him Purple Jesus.
No doubt, no doubt. I co-sign that. He is an awesome. He has an amazing character, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he does.
And honestly, for I thought me and Bullets were getting on great. I enjoyed his input. I thought, but I didn't necessarily agree with what he was saying, but that's what we do on this panel. We can still appreciate each other and not agree. The struggle. I see your little purple hand. Show me your potato head, dude. Show me your potato head. For those of you that don't know, when the struggle has a potato head, I don't know what you call them. What do you like? Electra has, you know how Electra has her woman with her fries.
Yeah.
The struggle has a potato, an actual potato as a head. I love it. So wish I could get in ready. Oh, you're getting ready for work. Okay, sweetheart. Good. But like I said, sometimes people want to, and I found this out, unfortunately, whereas I may really respect you, people could turn around and use it for content. I've come across that quite a lot. They'll use any opportunity to think, right, what can I use as content? I don't make other creators into content. I know that tonight we've touched upon some creators just because, when in respect to this subject, the True Crime Week, I already said we were going to mention some creators just to point in, but it's not the normal kind of content I do. You don't know. You're here all the time. You know that I have debates and discussions.
Yeah, of course.
I don't make it my business to care about what other creators do, but this is more like an awareness week. We're going to, bring you some cases. We're going to bring you some facts, and we're going to bring you the people who abuse that and exploit it.
You're basically looking at it from both angles.
Yeah. I mean, I hate mentioning other creators' names. Everyone knows that. I don't like it. It's not my thing. I don't, it's not how I play. But in this particular segment, this week, that I knew it was going to happen. And I'm sure that during the course of the week, there's going to be, I adore you too, Resto Chesto. There's going to be some spicy fireworks at some point during this week, because we're going to hit, it's happened before on this panel. We've hit a few nerves by accident. Yep.
Thank goodness for the newspapers in England. That's all I can say.
I don't read the newspapers in England. They're full of shit.
But I'm saying there's like other methods rather than having to, you know what I mean? I think this is probably why we don't video everything in court, like live, put it out there for everybody to see as it's happening. You know what I mean? The most I think you get out in our court is just the judge handing them the sentence. That's all I've ever seen anyway, unless there is videos out there, but I haven't seen them. But they let the news thing in, because so's on Sky News and that. They're always advertising them. But yeah.
Blind, did you want to add to that?
I'm eating cereal. I'm sorry.
You took in your cereal, love.
You
Yeah,
carry
you
on.
caught me with a mouthful right there. My bad. I decided to sneak in a bowl of cereal while y'all were talking.
Yeah, I was eating earlier as well. I like to grab some breakfast one, in a couple of hours into the live.
Yeah, I
Um,
just had a sandwich myself.
yeah. I think Rach was scoffing down a sausage sandwich too.
No, it wasn't. It was Walker's crisps, Mel, right?
Oh, I thought
But
you
it
were
was
doing a sausage sarnie. I was going good
no,
on you.
it was sausage sandwich in tomato Heinz tomato ketchup flavour.
Oh, the crisps. Oh,
Yeah, the
are they any
crisps.
good?
They were nice. Actually nice.
But yes. So on Thursday, guys, on Thursday we're going to be covering the Wiccan. What's his name again? Hang on, I'll put it in the
Sebastian Rogers.
Sebastian Rogers. Obviously, there's a couple more stories that I do want to touch that are not in the headings. There was because I've been sent some details of some cases. We can look at those as well. And it's just like, guys, somebody was saying to me about, this week and what this week will entail. And I was saying that there's nothing wrong with channels that bring awareness to a case. They put out the facts, they put out the face, they're bringing up awareness, they're helping the families get their loved ones' faces out there. It's not a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing if you're just making people aware, right?
Yeah.
But when they start grifting and manipulating and lying and putting out false information and all the rest of it, that's when it becomes an issue. It becomes an issue for the case itself.
Yeah.
So yeah. So in the
Yeah,
case of
I just said I agree, and if it sucks for me because I might probably not be engaging as much with the true crime stuff, but only because I feel like when somebody disrespects one of these cases or like a victim, like I get very disrespectful towards them. And to me, that's like just adding unnecessary toxicity to a conversation or a situation. So like when it comes to true crime, I really just kind of just listen. Like I'll still be here listening, but like I don't really do like the facts and speculations and all that stuff.
no, but I remember one particular, and everybody knows this one particular YouTuber put out behind a paid wall, which was on Patreon. I think she put out pictures of a deceased child during an autopsy, and the
Oh
child
yeah.
was naked,
Oh,
and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like,
oh no.
right, that child, it was naked. She didn't even bother, rubbing out or covering his private parts. I mean, can you
Completely
imagine
insensitive.
can you imagine as his parents, like what that must feel like, that your
Right.
child, well, how old is he? 7? How old is he, Wiccan? 11?
Oh God, I don't know. He was very young though.
Right, Killshot. Yeah, it was awful, Sipping. It was just, when I heard about that, I was like, do people not have a moral compass? This is a
And
fucking child.
she still operates the exact same way. Like to this day, I just seen her doing some shady stuff. Like maybe 2 weeks ago.
I don't watch her. I don't watch her, but I was disgusted by the fact that you would put autopsy pictures of a child who is naked, obviously, behind a paywall, and she called it for educational reasons. And I'm like, what the fuck is
Right.
education? And who the fuck paid for them? Who paid to go and see them? Who would do that?
a lot of people.
It just blows my mind. Why would, like, as a mum, right? If somebody put my deceased child's photos behind a paywall and people were paying to see them, I'd be fucking, I would
I'd
want to
blow a
die.
gasket.
That wouldn't happen
Yeah.
in England because it's only the authorities that can go into an autopsy, nobody else. Nobody else can walk into an autopsy in Britain other than the authorities, which means the police, basically those who
Well,
are investigating.
that's kind of what the scenario was. Is that she had done like a FOIA. Excuse me. She somehow got them photographs that were not supposed to be had.
Right, it was an accident that they slipped him in there.
I
Yeah.
don't know what the laws are in the US. You can pay to get autopsy pictures.
No, they
they were
accident
in the. Yeah.
Chris, say that again, Wiccan.
they accidentally put those pictures in with the FOIA request of what she requested. They didn't mean to put those pictures in there.
Right. Wow.
Yep. And instead of keeping them private or even sharing them with a small group of people, which is still bad, but she put it on Patreon. I was a mod for her back in the day.
Like I said, I don't behavior like that. Even if she got them accidentally, let's say she requested whatever she requested and she got them accidentally, those photos would be straight in the fucking bin.
Right.
Not to disrespect that child, but because I don't want to look at photos like that. Why on earth would I put it behind a paywall?
Right.
I mean, I don't know if she's got kids. I don't think she has, because if she had kids, she certainly wouldn't fucking do that. I mean, I couldn't believe, I was like, what the fuck? I thought I'd seen it all. I really did. I thought I'd seen it all. But when she did that, I was like, wow. Just like, I mean, what is it? You get to a certain, because she was doing really well, as in sub-wise. She was almost at 100,000, I think. Am I right, Blind, saying that? Because I don't watch her. I don't know. It's just something I've heard.
A lot. I'm not sure if it's that much, but I know it's a lot, man. She pulls them in somehow. It's crazy.
But to do something like that, and it's not the first time that we've heard content creators, like in an active investigation, like putting a bottle of water down on the floor and saying, "This is Abby's bottle of water." You're interfering with a fucking case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Killshot had told me about somebody who did that same thing. Oh man, he would be able to tell you, but somebody put a kid's naked pictures, but he was alive in a Discord or something, and it was related to the Kylie Rodney case. And the people who were related to this person went berserk, or they were angry. I mean, I would lose my mind. Like it would go real life real quick for me if somebody ever did that to one of my family members. Wow. That's so ugly. But people don't have a conscience on YouTube.
And I thought our system was fucked up. You know what I mean?
I'm surprised the parents didn't sue her.
For real.
Sorry, guys. I just had to take a phone call.
That's all right, love.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, guys. Like I said, I'm just beyond. Sometimes things shock me. I think that things on YouTube can't shock me no more. And then something comes up. And I think, I don't know, guys, please, if you think I'm correct, I think that once you're a content creator, you get to a point where, whether it be a year, 2, 3, 4, 5, that you start running out of ideas, you start running out of content. So to achieve the numbers that you were achieving before, you intentionally put out shocking shit.
Sure. I mean, I've never been to that point, but I could definitely see it being the logical place you would get to.
Yeah,
But
because
that's where integrity comes in, I would think, you know?
I think so. I think they run out of ideas, they run out of content, and they want to keep those numbers up. So when they see, like, things that are said for shock value, yeah, and they see those numbers go up, because at the end of the day, look, whenever it's the same as what we call rubbernecking. When there's when there's an accident on a street, people slow down and they look, they want to see the tragedy, they want to see what's happened, and it's the same thing with YouTube, exactly the same thing. And I think a lot of, not a lot, some content creators know that that's the way that they get, some content creators do it right. There's plenty of channels that are massive. Popcorn Planet, for example, they cover Hollywood and all that kind of stuff. They do it right. They've got different content, and they've got a loyal following. But then you get other creators who run out of ideas, especially in the true crime community, that stop putting out shit, like Killshot was saying, lies and bullshit and speculation and rabbit holes. Like the Kylie Rodney case was one of the worst ones, with rabbit holes.
Oh my God, that was the whole reason why you got sucked right into that one, man. Like that, good grief, that was a nightmare of a case.
Well, that was actually my very, very first. That was my very first true crime case, because I went from Johnny Depp, Amber Heard into true crime. I don't know how the fuck that happened, but I think it hit me with Kylie Rodney, because she was 16 and my son was very close to that age. And when you're a parent of a teenager, and and I'm sure with a lot of people, these cases affect them deeply, because they relate, because they might have kids the same age, or they might have had similar experiences happen in their families. So people will relate. But oh my God, the rabbit holes that they were going down with Kylie Rodney, like it wasn't her, it was somebody else, it was somebody else's body. I mean, I was like, oh my God, this is insane.
Yeah. There's one lady that to this day is still she's, I swear, like, I think she's like literally gone psychotic. Like she needs help.
What do you mean?
Her name is Army for Jesus. I don't know if you've ever seen her.
I've heard you talk about that person, but I don't know who that person is.
She is a wackadoodle.
Some of them are. So, I mean, like I said, like I've seen, look at what happened with the Quentin thing, where YouTubers were organizing amongst themselves to send people outside the home to cause mayhem for content. I mean, like I said, I got introduced to the true crime world, and I soon got the fuck out of it, because I was like, I can't. I remember the first time I saw the demonstrations. Is that what they're called? No, the
protests.
The protests, not demonstrations. The protests in front of Quentin Simon's house, and I remember looking at the screen, going, "Is that what they do in the US?" I said to God, I was like,
"No, we were mad too." As a matter of fact, the Leilani Simon case, my very first panel was on this lady named Cher, and that the grandma BJ broke her restraining order because I pissed her off so bad. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, but apparently that was all organized.
What?
Well, her going on that channel organizing with somebody else, sending people down there to cause mayhem outside the house.
Oh, I believe it. My only part in it was one day a friend was like, "Hey, call into that panel and and make a good argument." So I was like, all right, and I did, and I was like, hey, that lady BJ should be just as responsible. Like she had custody of the kid. So
I
if you
agree.
had the wherewithal to take custody away from that girl, you should never let the kid with her. You know what I mean?
Well, people go, oh, she
So
left the babysitters. It doesn't matter. You still, that child was still sleeping in that home with her. They weren't removed.
exactly, yeah, and she obviously knew that she wasn't a good enough custodian of the child that she took custody. You know what I mean? Like, so her leaving the kid with her is an act of negligence. Like,
No, I
but
agree with you.
okay, yeah. Well, that I told Cher and her and that lady Perplex, like we went at it, and then they hung up on me, and BJ came on panel and broke her restraining order, and she went to jail over it later on. But it was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's much bullshit. Mucho bullshit. I wonder what bullshit is in Spanish. Blind. What is it?
Uh,
Mierda.
mierda, yeah, mierda de burro.
Mucho mierda.
Yeah.
It is. It is
I
mucho
love
mierda.
Spanish.
I love Spanish. It's a lovely language. I love it when they do those tracks and they'll do like an English segment and then you'll get like a, like a Spanish chorus. And I love it. I love it.
Oh
It's
man,
so
I love
sexy.
doing that.
Yeah, love it, love it, love it, love it. It's so hot.
Yes, very
Yeah.
hot.
But
Oh yeah.
but guys,
It's warm.
but guys, my back is really playing up, and unfortunately, I can't do the 12 hours. While this is same as last night, I was just getting. I got to get off this chair. I gotta get off this chair. I feel like it's in my pants.
If I started live, can you send the chat
Yeah,
over
go
there?
off. Yeah, go off, and I'll send the chat. I'll redirect you. Wiccan,
Awesome.
can you drop me the link again? Because for some reason it wouldn't come up on
Yeah.
my thing. Yeah, go and do that, Blind, now, and I'll redirect to you, darling.
Okay, I'm doing it. I'm on my computer. I'm still right there with you guys.
Right. Yeah, no, as much as I'd love to do a 12-hour marathon, guys, my back is just not allowing me to, until it gets better, because Mel found out that she's not 20 anymore. And that my body cannot do the things that I used to do, right? So when you're running around with a crate of 24 bottles of water or 24 bottles of Coke, on one shoulder, and you're running around trying to put it in the right place, like I realized after Friday that my body better stretch that back before you see me. It'll be fine back.
Just while it's true crime this week, I just thought I'd mention it looks like they could be re-looking into the Lucy Letby case.
Blind.
The who?
Hey, Blind, can you say hi in
Lucy,
chat?
Lucy
real quick?
Letby.
'Cause
I don't know who that is.
It was the
I mean,
nurse
I don't know who that is.
the
Is it in
nurse
English?
from England. She's not long been she got whole life orders, but now they're looking into it because they seem to think that she could be innocent. Yeah, okay. It's like all the rest of them.
Well,
that
if
do
you bring me the information, we can have a look at that as well. I mean,
that. Yeah, I'll find out.
yeah, like I said, I'm not a true crime channel. I'd have no intention of becoming a but I wanted to do a true crime week, just to cover some of the the important cases that are important and that are still active, and to call out the horse shit really. If I'm finding that recently calling out the horse shit is bringing me mucho trouble.
Yeah, sorry, Vivian.
It's bringing me mucho problems. It really is. It might not even necessarily be something that I've said. Go ahead, Blind.
I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna hop off, but I did want to tell you your channel is so important. And I just want you to know that. Yeah, I mean, you do such a great job. You're such an amazing, beautiful, spirited person, and I'm grateful that you're here. So don't let anybody ever put any kind of damper on any of that. And Wiccan and Rach and everybody else with regular hair, you guys are all a wonderful part of the whole thing, or my experience. So I thank you guys for that.
Well, Blind,
But
you
I
know,
will see
me,
you
like
guys.
me and you, we hit it off and we had that conversation, which
Yeah.
that definitely touched my heart. That conversation that we had ages ago when we first met. And
Yeah.
you know when
I
you
remember.
think, yeah, you know when you think, I think I love this person, and that's what it was like with Blind. After that, I just thought,
Yeah.
no, I think I love this person, and
I
we've hit
I
it off ever
told you,
since.
I told you when I met you that I saw myself knowing you for a long time. Remember, I said sometimes like I would meet people and like I know that they're going to be a part of my life, and it's crazy because I did know that.
Yeah, and Blind has got the most incredible brain, and I fell in love with his brain. Really, I did. I just fell in love with his brain, and in the fact that he didn't think it was extraordinary, and I wanted him to know that his brain is extraordinary. So that's how our
Yes, it is.
friendship came about. It is
Thank you
indeed.
so much. All right, y'all. I will see you guys at my stream if y'all head over there. Okay. Good night.
Good night, my love. Have a great
Yes.
stream. But I'm going to be popping out as well. Let me just have a look. Okay, Wiccan. Thank you, darling. I'm just going to copy that. Yeah, Rach, if you want to bring that case to us with some, we can cover it either Thursday or Sunday because
Yeah,
on
I'll do some digging over the next couple of days for you because I've just found it there. I've heard about the Lucy Letby case. I've heard all about it. But yeah, now they're coming up with theories. Is she innocent? Or, oh, you know, the normal drivel that happens. So yeah,
yeah, because like
don't be over it.
yeah, if we're going to be doing true crime, this is the week to do it in because next week I just go back to my normal content.
I'll get some info and maybe I could just interject in a little bit in one of the next lives to, you know.
Yeah, just be,
Just
just
to let us know what's going on, what they're putting out there in the media. So this is our government. I'm playing them with their own game. I'll repeat exactly what they say. But then I see what I actually think of it. You know what I mean? So yeah,
okay.
that's
Yeah, bring us the information. We'll go through it. Okay,
Yeah.
so Mel's done in. I've got to get up. I've got to go walk. I've got to go outside. So just
Hello,
to
what?
get this.
Yeah, you're back.
Oh God, this back. Like I
Nice,
said,
good, hot, steamy session.
well, who am I going to have a hot, steamy session with? I'm all alone.
Just go pluck somebody off the street.
I couldn't do that. There's Rach, honestly, like I could never do that. Like I just wouldn't have A, the confidence, and B, you don't know what you're bringing home. You could be bringing home herpes. Yeah, but Killshot, there's an entire ocean in between us.
Start swimming, kill shots. Start swimming. You might get there this time next year.
Yes, start swimming, baby. I'll wait for you. I will do, Ruck. I promise you. I have been reading your comments. I will do some stretching. I'll have a look to see what's best for the back. Oh, thank you, Sky. You lot are amazing. But I do want to thank the panel tonight. We've had a great panel. I've absolutely loved it. Chat, as always, you're incredible. We feed off you. Don't forget, you're just as important as the panel. And Mel's going to go and do some stretching. Yesterday, I was at my parents', no word of a lie, because they were flying out to Italy today, so they've gone off on holiday. So I went to go and see them. And you know what my dad's like when he doesn't see me? Mel, you treat me like a dog. Like a dog on the street. That's what he says to me when he doesn't see me for a few days. Like, so, and the pain was going down to my legs, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is going on in my body? Right, maybe it just needs a little bit of activity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some gentler activity than carrying crates of food. Oh, Grandma Miani, have you crates of drink? Have you found your cat yet, darling? Grandma Miani bought herself the most incredible looking cat I've ever seen. You know those cats who got those faces that almost look like old men?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I've forgotten the breed. Grandma Annie, tell me the breed. Incredible looking cat. And unfortunately, she lost it. Good morning, Logical Spock. Did I miss anything? Well, not a great, no drama. No. But we had a great live. So thank you. Yeah, we've had a great stream. Thank you, everybody. No major craziness happened. I'm not saying that that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
During
You just
the course of the week.
Yeah. Exactly.
We don't know whatever's going to happen. It's very hard to predict what happens on these panels. It was a peaceful night. It was crazy. It was a peaceful night. It really was.
Quite nice. It was
lovely.
Good life, yeah.
Yes, it was lovely. We had a peaceful night last night as well. So fingers crossed, we can continue the peace. Although after the information that I've received tonight, I don't think that peace is going to carry on for very much longer.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, people, please like, share, and subscribe. And when this live stream ends, please do leave a comment.
Yeah, this is what she is. Yeah, please do give me some feedback, guys. Mel Pandora Flame is still missing. I'm so sorry, Grandma Miani. He's a black silver shaded mane coon cat, and he's absolutely stunning. I really hope that you find him soon, my love. I really do, because he's such a good looking cat, and I'm so sorry that you just recently got him and he's gone, you know. So my heart goes out to you, my dear friend. Right, time for Mel to go, because I have to actually go somewhere. Good morning, Kels. How are you, my lovely? You were listening while cleaning. I hope we didn't bust your eardrums too much with our nonsense. Right, time for Mel to take off the pearls and leave the building. But thank you guys on panel. Thank you. And thank you everybody in chat again. Always enjoy your stream. Thank you, Spork. That's lovely. Thank you. You were fab. We didn't kill you, Kellys. That's great. We're back. I'm going to have a couple of days off. Everybody knows after my Monday nights, I have a couple of days off. We're back on Thursday night. And then we'll do, hey, Capricorn, my lovely. Then we're going to do Saturday night. That's just going to be a chilled stream. We don't have a subject for Saturday night. We just chop shit up and do stupid shit. Talk about sex. I swear I'm never going to get my monetization because all my streams are over 18. That's right, Adam. Ladies, all stay safe, lovely ladies. Time to go. I've set up the redirect, guys. Would you be able to drop the link in chat, Wiccan? Yeah. Apparently, the redirects aren't working great at the moment. So if you don't get automatically redirected there, stay in the chat. You should, in theory, get automatically. If not, click the link that Wiccan's about to put in chat. Go and support our lovely blind. He did a great live yesterday. So I will see everybody on Thursday night. Everybody rest, chill, have a great day, and enjoy life.
Yeah.
Time to go. Mel's done.
Hi, everybody.
Let me find my outro. And I'm going to be changing these, guys, because I know a lot of you want to be. These are old intros and outros, so we will do some new ones. Oh, thank you, Madka. That's really sweet of you. With you lot in it, so don't worry. It's a work in progress.
No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything
everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love